Well, hello from Thailand. Good morning. It is 9 o'clock in the morning here in Thailand, while it is 8 p.m. there back in the central time zone. So I'm excited that we could do this call, even though it's all the way around the world. But that's the great thing about this business, is that you can take it anywhere and make it a go if you really want to do it. So that's what I want to share with you more tonight about this business, and see if this coaching opportunity is for you. So you were invited to be a part of this call by me or someone else that is a coach on our team who thought that you would make a good coach. And you might be attracted to this business because you want to build more of an income for yourself. Maybe you just want the accountability yourself personally, and you feel like being a coach would help you stay accountable to your own health and fitness. Maybe you just need something fun to do, something good for yourself. But whatever the reason, we are glad that you're here to just see what this is about. There is no commitment to this. We're just checking it out. There are no strings attached, and it's just about learning more and to see if you would want to join our team Rising Diamonds, and to see if it would be a good fit for you. And we are part of a broader team, the Team Take Heart. My coach is the leader of Team Take Heart, and the broader team is the top Team Beachbody coaching team in the network, which is led by Melanie Mitro, and that is the Dream Team, and we are a part of that as well. So I want to share my screen with you and just share a little bit more about myself with you all. I am, of course, married to my husband, and we've been married for about 4 years, over 4 years now. I am an adoring aunt. I love my nieces and nephews. We have 10 combined all together. And of course, I love to eat, and I love to eat good food, but we're also vegetarians, and I love to learn about nutrition, and I love to study about the health benefits of certain types of food, and just the ways in which our body functions best with food. And I really enjoy learning more about creating dishes that are vegetarian that most people would think probably taste, would imagine that things would not taste as flavorful as they do, but they really do. I would describe myself as a determined person, and when I put my mind to something, I really want to accomplish it and go after it, and so that's a part of my personality. And I've learned to be more of a disciplined person, but that's not always something that comes naturally for me. I'm not always necessarily good at being disciplined, but I have learned the value of being consistent and setting that discipline for myself, and it's a continued growing piece for myself. I love to travel, as you can tell. My husband and I, we love to travel, and he is the travel guru, and so we get to go on fantastic trips around the world using our points, and it's really exciting and a lot of fun. And since we love to travel, it's the best way to go. You just can go and see the world for next to nothing. Pretty great. I do not have any business experience at all, but I didn't let that stop me in pursuing this opportunity for myself, and I don't want that to stop you either. We have a lot of fantastic training in this business, and so we want to set you up for success, and there are fantastic tools for doing that and to help us succeed very well. But I am consistent. Like I said, I have learned the value of that, and definitely that's a big component in being a successful coach, is to really show up and show people that you're trustworthy and that they can count on you and that you are a consistent person. And I am now coaching full-time. I used to serve as a minister. I was a full-time minister and then went down to part-time. And then more recently, I have let go of that type of ministry and am focusing full-time on the coaching business opportunity. So that's a little bit about me. What you also probably know from following me a little bit is my story of my transformation story and our experience of infertility. I started as a coach in December of 2015, and I started that for myself because I'd seen my own coach posting lots of things on Facebook as a coach and just wondering what in the world she was doing. And there was one post that she put out there in particular that spoke to me, and it was when I was really down in the dumps and just feeling like I needed something to lift me up and to help me, and just trying to think of anything that would be creative and fun and helpful for me. And she said, could you work out for 30 minutes a day, encourage others along the way about it, and, you know, earn money for doing it? And I was like, well, yeah, I can do that. I mean, why not? So I reached out to her, and that's how I got started on my own transformation. But we had struggled for years with infertility, and still, I guess you could say, struggle. But I was at a very real low for myself at that point, for sure, and just knew I needed something to help me get out of a funk, and that just seemed to be something that I thought could help, but I had no idea how much it would help me, and I had no idea that Beachbody would be what would help me get out of a funk. I mean, it seems so silly, and when you hear Beachbody, it sounds so superficial, but there's so much depth here in and what you can experience personally for your own transformation, both, you know, mentally and physically. The body, mind, spirit connection is very real, and, you know, Beachbody knows that, and it's a great thing that people can become an inspiration to others because of their own personal transformation, and then encourage others as a coach in finding that for themselves, in terms of, you know, really making a change in their life and turning things around, something that has been negative, turning it around and making it positive. And so certainly that's a big part of my transformation story. So I do work, you know, hard and put in a bit of hours for my business at this point. And that is definitely a part of being a coach, is, you know, putting in a good amount of time to make this business successful. However, when you are first starting with this business, you know, you can put in about an hour or less a day, really. And there are people who work full-time jobs and are able to run this business very well and do very well successfully for themselves. And then the further you go along, you know, you add more hours, so the more your business grows, but that means that you have more freedom and flexibility, and you're earning more money. And so that is, you know, obviously a plus and a bonus. But yes, I do seek to be consistent and work hard with this business. And let me tell you a little bit more about exactly what Beachbody is. So it was founded in 1998 by Carl Deichler and John Cogden. And what they intended was to help people achieve their goals and to live healthy and fulfilling lives. That is their mission. That's their mission statement. And you will know them, and you've known them through infomercials. That's how I knew them. You know, I saw lots of different infomercials for Beachbody kinds of stuff. You know, we saw the Brazilian butt lift. That was one I would see a lot. And the 10-minute trainer, of course, everybody knows about P90X. And I had certainly tried a couple of those programs on my own. And of course, then I just would quit. I didn't succeed. And that's what they were finding, was that people would buy their programs, but they weren't having success. And so what they found too was they had these message boards that were up on their website, and they found that the people who were really engaging these message boards were having success. And Carl Deichler, he wanted to reward them, and he asked that group of people who were really good on the message boards if they would be the first coaches, and created this team of coaches that launched in 2007. And since then, they saw that their programs, actually people had great success with their programs because they had this fantastic system to help them succeed. So really, it's effective workouts with the support that you need, combined with fantastic nutrition and Shakeology, and it just sets people up for success. And so that is how Beachbody got going and the coaching opportunity got going. And you know, we don't just sell products. We are not just about, we're not about selling. Yes, this is a multi-level marketing direct sales business, but there is so much to it. It's not a get rich quick scheme at all. And in fact, that's what I value a lot about Beachbody's workout programs, is that they were unique in that they weren't trying to sell a quick fix scheme, and they were very upfront with their programs, being at-home fitness that actually was going to take effort and commitment. And so that sets you up to understand, you know, that's how this works. That's how you get in shape. But that's also how you run a business. You know, you don't do things quickly and then have a lot of money, and that's not at all what they are, at all that they are trying to say. But certainly, you know, there's opportunity to grow and have a successful business, but it's about sharing and not selling. And so, but we do help people identify what workout program would be best for them, and really go from there and build that relationship in building your business. So, you know, there's this person-to-person support that is built in as you, the coach, supporting, you know, your clients and the people that you are your challengers. And then as well as within the business, you know, we have person-to-person support. We have our coaches and our team of coaches that really help us thrive and succeed as business people and as coaches. So you can surpass me in income. You know, there's no limit to what you can achieve in this business. And so there's this multi-level marketing. You don't want to let that skew your perception about what this is, because it's not where you can't succeed above me, because you absolutely can. And so that's what a coach is. That's what part of, you know, Beachbody is, and that's how Beachbody coaching business got started. But what is it that we do as coaches? So the job of a coach is to really help people, you know, achieve their goals. So what does that mean? What does that look like? Well, does it mean I have to be in the best shape? Does it mean that I have to be a trainer? Does it mean that I have to already have hit my goals? No. You know, a coach is not a fitness expert, is not a trainer, not a nutritionist, just, you know, not a perfect person. A coach is a normal person, you know, who leads by example. We drink our Shakeology, and we know that we make mistakes, but we want to be healthy, and we want to help other people succeed. We want ourselves to succeed, and we share that. We share what it is that works for us. We share what it is that we've had success with in our own transformation and why it's valuable to us. So we share, and we seek to be motivating and help other folks to find that drive for themselves, and we're dedicated to that process of really helping other people. And so what we do is we run online challenge groups, and you've been a part of one of my challenge groups, or maybe your coach's challenge group. You've heard about this. Maybe you haven't been a part of a challenge group, but it's something that we do. You are committed to a 30-day program that you do, or 60-day or 90-day program, and you participate in a challenge group. And so as your coach, I run this challenge group and just encourage you and help you along the way, and share tips and recipes and daily encouragement and meal planning guidance. And you know, we drink our Shakeology regularly, and we share why we love it. We share why it's something that works well for us. And personally, I love Shakeology very much, and I'm obsessed with cafe latte. But certainly it provides me really good energy, and it's a nutritionally dense meal I know I can count on. And it's just a fantastic source of nutrition. So it's delicious. So I love it. So yes, as a coach, I drink Shakeology. We are proof that the product works as coaches. That's one of the things we say. You know, we share what we're doing on a regular basis with our workouts, and we prove that these workout programs are effective by showing up consistently and showing how it is that they work for us, and how it is that we are transformed. And we don't just, you know, set somebody up with a challenge pack and then move on, and just try to sell something and then move on. We are about building relationships and building that connection, and really seeking to guide people in their efforts to want to be healthy. I mean, that's what you do as a coach. You identify in that role as somebody who really wants to coach someone toward success and health for themselves. Something else that we do as coaches is we offer free groups. We offer something free regularly, try to do that once a month, so that we are really giving, you know. Part of being a successful coach, and the vein of being authentic, you know, authenticity is really what helps businesses thrive. And part of that is being a giver and just offering something for free on a regular basis. And in your own, you know, personal Facebook page, sharing tips, sharing recipes, sharing motivation and inspiration, but giving something away. And as a coach, you can run a week-long free group I did one on meatless meals, since we eat mostly vegetarian, and just helping people have an idea for how to do that for themselves, and just giving them that taste of what a challenge group experience is like for just a week. So that's one thing that we do. And of course, we want to add value to people and provide motivation, and we lead by example. So we invite others to join us, and that's a big part of what we do as a coach and how we grow our business. But we want to invite folks to be a part of what we're doing as well, and so we want to build a team of coaches to do the same thing. And as you get started as a coach and you want to run a challenge group, you do not have to do that all by yourself when you first get started. If that's intimidating and scary to you, you know, you can be a part of my challenge group, and I will take the lead, and you would just keep up with your challengers and make sure that they were being well cared for by you, but being a part of my group. But the point is that I share all of my materials with you so that you do not have to come up with everything on your own and recreate the wheel. As this team of coaches, we share everything, and we want for you to be successful. And so that's a big component of our team. So, you know, there's so many benefits of being a coach. But yes, certainly, you know, a big part of what we do is we share a lot. We post on social media, and we share what we're up to and what we're doing. Obviously, we post lots of pictures. And in your first week as a coach, you will launch your business, and you will share that you are a coach and that you are inviting people to join you in a challenge group, which you'll identify, you know, what your start date is for your challenge group, and we will help you with that. And so, yes, you invite 2 to 3 people a day and say, hey, would you like to join me in what I'm doing? And yes, is it awkward? Yes. Is it uncomfortable? Yes. But it's not hard. It's something that is easy to do, but in our mind, we have to get over the hump of feeling insecure and the fear of rejection. And that's something that we talk about and help you with as you enter this business and start in your first month of coaching. And you just show up every day, and you develop these consistent behaviors, and you do what we teach about the vital behaviors. And when you do that, you show up consistently, you will build your brand and you will build your business. And so that is how that works. And there are so many rewards for being a coach. You know, oh, and I just didn't show you on my little slide there. See, run online challenge groups, free groups. There it all is. Sorry, I didn't move down on my slide there, but and I'll talk. Let me move on to the how to make money part, and I'll talk about the rewards of being a coach. But the way that we make money is we have 25% commission on all of our sales, so that when you sell a challenge pack, which is a workout program and your Shakeology for a month, you get 25% of that, and so that's about $30. And so every time you sell something, you get 25% commission. And then there are different levels upon which you build for building your income, because you don't just build an income from your sales and your selling your challenge packs. It becomes more detailed the more you grow. So what you want to do also is build a team and have people on your team that want to encourage other people to live healthy lives and who want to coach as well and want to be a part of inspiring people. And when you have people on your team who are also coaches, then they are also having volume, and their sales then reflect onto your commission as well. And we can get into the details of all of that later, because it can be, you know, a little bit confusing and not as complicated as it might sound at first, but certainly there's more to it. But there are cycle bonuses and quarterly star bonuses, and then plus you get 25% discount off of anything that you purchase. But yes, there are systems in place for how you earn more money. So you earn a team cycle bonus every time that you have more volume underneath you from the coaches that you have, who are also helping 3 to 5 people a month. So it works and it compounds, and that's how that works. I would, once you get started, send you a link with your coach ID embedded in that. We'll get you set up so that you can send a link that then sends people to your website so that you can have those sales represented in your business center there. And we will get you set up with all of that once you identify that you want to be a coach. But that's how people, how that money gets transferred to you. So make sure I am hitting everything here. So yes, so the rewards for being a coach, you know, it's great because we like to hit Success Club. Success Club 5 is something that we strive for every month as coaches, and that's helping 3 to 5 people get set up with a challenge pack and get into your challenge group. And you get a monthly gift every time you do that. You hit Success Club 5 or higher. And when you hit Success Club regularly, consistently for an entire year, you can qualify for the Success Club trip and earn a trip that Beachbody pays for. You just pay your airfare, and get to have these really fantastic rewards. The other thing is that if you hit Success Club for your first 3 months, you, as a coach, you will earn your ticket, a free ticket to Summit, which is a fantastic gathering of coaches. I earned my ticket for free when I first started, and I was very proud of that and very excited about that, and went to Summit. It was just wonderful, and the energy there is fantastic, and the training sessions are so inspiring, and really, I think, helped kickstart me even further into the business, and feeling more confident and taking more risks. And so it's just a really good experience to be able to get to be a part of Summit. And then of course we have leadership retreats, and my coach had an Emerald retreat for us this past fall, and that was really wonderful. There's going to be another one in April that I'm very excited about, and you can earn that reward for hitting a certain rank, you know, by a certain time. If you go from being, you know, a business starter to, you know, an Emerald coach to a Diamond coach, and the different things along the way, you can earn those rewards. And they're really, it's just a great time for us to come together and learn from each other and spend time just getting to know each other better as well, and lifting one another up. It's a great group of women that really just encourage each other to be our best. as you can see, we have a lot of fun. This is a Success Club. This was the concert for Billy Idol, which was a lot of fun that night. So, you know, what you can expect from us. We have team building trainings every month. We will get you set up into a Coach Basics training, which is what you would do initially here if you decide that you want to be a coach. That starts February the 6th, and we will get you signed up and in that group immediately so that you just have a fresh, good start to hit the ground running, to just really get yourself set up for success early on here. And then we have coach training groups. We have one-on-one training calls. I would call you once a week and just personally check in with you about how you're doing with your business and helping you set your goals and what's happening in your business. But also we have a team weekly meetings in the evening where we get on this Zoom call and have some really good content that we share with each other, and leadership training. So it goes on, and we have a lot of fun as well. And so we want to get you connected so that you are getting exactly what you need to be able to build your business well. And here are just some simple tips for, you know, how to create your business by design. I mean, like I said, we are part of the #1 team in the network, and that gives you access to fantastic training and resources. And we're from all different backgrounds. You know, there's lots of diverse women in this group. And then even in Rising Diamonds, you know, we're small, but we are diverse. And then we are part of Team Take Heart. You could be single, you could be married without children, married with children, you could be working full-time, you could be working part-time, you might be even somebody who is a stay-at-home mom, or, you know, for whatever reason, you don't have a full-time job. But that is a representation of like all of who we are in Team Take Heart and even Rising Diamonds. So, you know, this can be a great fit for you, and who you are uniquely is what adds value to our team as well. And so we just expect that you are willing to be taught, that you are willing to just be a go-getter and to do what it takes to really thrive, that you're driven, that you are passionate, and that you are motivated to do what it is that it takes to grow your business. And we want to help you do that. And we set goals for ourselves. You know, we want to be really pushing ourselves as individuals to strive to be better and better, and to rank advance, and to, you know, set personal goals and professional goals, and just really be having our minds set in that way, because we know that when we write things down, then we're more likely to actually achieve those things. And so we really encourage each other in that way. And yes, you're going to have to sacrifice some things. You know, you're going to have to get up a little bit earlier. You're going to have to cut out some TV. You know, and there's great opportunity though, like when you're washing dishes, you can listen to a training call. You can listen to our National Wake Up Call, which is a fantastic weekly call that you will be listening to, that is through Beachbody, and they have fantastic coaches who are always telling us something motivational and inspirational for encouraging us in our business. And you can do that on your way to work or on your way home from work. Personal development is a key in being a successful coach, and that's part of what we do as coaches as well, is really read and grow ourselves as you know, in our own personal development and our personal growth, because the more we read and grow and learn in those areas, the stronger we are as coaches. We build our confidence, and we will stay focused on the activities that we need to do in order to grow our business. And so, yes, you'll show up daily. These are signs of a very successful coach. You know, be consistent, you know, always working from a list and being organized in your work. That absolutely helps your business. tracking your business and staying on top of the people that you are in contact with and building relationships with, and knowing what's happening in those conversations, and moving along to see if those people would really be interested in what it is that we have to offer. And just, you know, being really personally motivated by what it is that you are doing, like why you're doing it, and that provides energy for what it is that you're offering, and then people are attracted to that energy. And that you don't let your fear hold you back. I mean, I certainly can appreciate that and understand that, and I face that daily. You know, we definitely have to face our fear of rejection, but you can't let your fear hold you back, because then you never know what it is you're missing out on, and there will be things that you might have never experienced. I would never have experienced a fantastic opportunity if I had just not followed my curiosity about this. There's so much that I would have missed out on. And not the least of which is my own, you know, mental well-being, but also just the relationships I've built and the friendships that have been established, and this new way of inspiring people and helping people, and then getting to go to Summit and have these rewards. I would have missed out on so much. And so, you know, we can't let our fear hold us back. And then we learn how to attract people by sharing and not selling, and just inviting and following up. That is a big part of how this works. So you set your work hours and you set your intensity, because you are your own boss. I'm not your boss. Rachel's not your boss. Melanie's not your boss. You are your own boss. And so you have to be in charge of your own business. So the best way to get started, if you are wanting to go ahead and jump in and become a coach, is to sign up with the challenge pack. It's the best value, because you get a workout program and you get your Shakeology, and that's about $140. If you've already done that, or if you don't want to sign up that way, then you pay $40, and there's a $40 coaching fee. But if you do sign up with a challenge pack, that $40 coaching fee is waived. And then if you're in the military, there's a military discount for you, and all of those fees are waived. There is a monthly coaching fee of $16.95. There are no annual fees, and you're not locked in, and you do not have to meet any monthly quota. And right now, the best value is the All Access Pass, which gives you access to the entire membership of the Beachbody workouts that have ever been created, all of their programs, plus all the new ones that come out this year. And that includes a month of Shakeology, plus the containers, and your portion fixed container system, and a shaker cup. And that is $199. It's a fantastic value. You have that for an entire year, access to all of the Beachbody workout programs. And I would say that's a better value than signing up for the one challenge pack of $140, because you're just paying about $50 more, and you have an entire year's worth of access to all of the Beachbody workout programs. It's fantastic. So you can do that and sign up as a coach. And then, of course, your coaching fee is non-existent. So those are the different ways you can do that. And then you can pick your path. You know, do you want to just, after listening to all of this, decide that you just want to be a discount coach? Meaning you're a regular Shakeology drinker. You don't really want to have sales. You just want to save $16 a month on your Shakeology and get 25% off of your products. So you could do that option, or you could be a hobby coach. You might have a full-time job. You love Shakeology and you enjoy sharing with others, and you just want to earn some extra income, but you're not necessarily all gung-ho about building a real big business. Or you could be a business builder and you're all in, and you want to just build yourself a life of freedom and grow a team that is doing the same thing, and really dedicated and committed to helping change lives, and having a team of coaches who want to do that with you. So whichever path you want, I am here to meet your intensity and help guide you in that way. So what is next is that, you know, you will follow up with me, or if you are one of Lauren's challengers, you will follow up with Lauren, but we will help you get started Right, and you can let us know what direction you want to go. So you can tell us what you liked about the presentation and if Beachbody feels like the right fit for you to achieve your goals, both personally and professionally, and which option appeals to you. So just think about this. What can becoming a coach do for you, and who can you help if you were a coach? And what are your goals and your dreams as a coach? I am really glad that you decided to listen in on this, and I am looking forward to hearing from you and seeing what it is that you want to do for yourself. If this is the thing for you, the right fit for you, and if this is something you want to do to follow your curiosity. So I invite you to connect with me very soon. All right, bye-bye.